tell me about your family. She goes, that's part of my speech. Tell me about your goals, what you want to share, why you joined Scentsy. And she goes, that's part of my speech. So I did find this out though. She's been with Scentsy for 3 years. She's a superstar consultant. And she has an amazing story to share how she has shined her light with her team in her group. So with that, let's give Ashley a very warm welcome.
Hey. Or try this one.
Just sounds really loud.
Test. Can you test it?
Hello? Good? No. That was fun. Are we good?
Yeah.
Are you guys having fun today?
Okay.
A little bit about myself before I get started. I live in Brand, Minnesota. For the 99.9% of you in here that have no clue where that is, it is a super little town about an hour and a half north of here. I live up there with my husband Jeremiah and our fur child Cooper, who is a German short-haired pointer. I started Scentsy in May 2012. I was working at a school, and with the summer coming, I wanted to find a fun new way to help pay the bills. Scentsy has been that and so much more. I was able to quit my job at the school and go down to part-time sign language interpreting. I don't work Mondays unless I want to, because I'm sure like many of you, I always had a case of the Mondays. I hated getting up early after a busy weekend and battling traffic. Now I get to sleep in, drink my coffee, take my time, which is my favorite part of the day, and work my business from my couch. Some days I don't even get out of my pajamas. I couldn't believe all of the new friends that I have been able to make since joining. When I moved north to be with my husband in his hometown, we would go places where I wouldn't know anyone. I would just stand there as he would talk to people he knew since elementary school. And it might be a little hard for you to believe as I'm standing up here talking to like 1,000 people, but I used to be so shy. So Scentsy has helped me come out of my shell a little bit. Now we'll go places and it's me that knows people, and it's so much fun seeing the look on my husband's face when he has no clue who they are. He'll be like, who the heck was that when they walk away? And I'll be like, oh, a new Scentsy customer I met a couple weekends ago at an event, or an amazing new friend that I made through Scentsy. My sister-in-law, Christina, signed up under me a couple years ago, and together we went to Indy, reunion in Indy, and Missouri, and we had so much fun sharing all of those memories together. My star director, Heather, has become one of my best friends. She is often the first one I call with exciting news, or a last-minute coffee or lunch date, which we do quite often. Her entire family came with me came to my wedding, and we had so much fun dancing the night away. Her kids are so cool and really hold a special place in my heart. I can only hope that someday I will have children as amazing as they are. So thank you. I know they're not here, but Heidi and Orville Thompson for making all of these relationships and friendships possible, because it's so hard to believe that without Scentsy, none of that would have been possible. When I first saw the topic of Shine Your Light for Others, I thought of what that meant to me and what that meant to the home office. I figured it meant to be inspiring and to draw others to you. But the more I thought of it, the more the meaning changed. I recalled previous breakouts at Reunion and Spring Sprint and online trainings about giving more than you take and embracing the moment. I thought of how powerful having a positive attitude is, and not letting others pee in your pool. For those of you who went to Reunion last year, you know what I'm talking about. Sometimes when something bad happens, or you experience a hiccup, or something you're not expecting, some people tend to instantly have a negative attitude and feel the need to share it with others. We all experienced, or I saw this a lot the past few months, with the hiccups we all experienced the Chasing Fireflies warmer, the salad of the crepe maker, the shipping issues in Seattle, and really just the busy holiday season in general. I didn't let anyone pee in my pool. I didn't let their negativity get to me, and I sure as heck did not let it affect my Scentsy business. I found those that share that same attitude are more successful as consultants. On our team, we have a rule. You vent up, not out. When you're having a problem with something, or you're frustrated, or you don't understand, you consult your sponsor or your director. You don't post it on our team Facebook page, as that just spreads the negativity like wildfire. And don't think that just because I'm up here preaching about positivity, that it's all unicorns and glitter and Ashley Lynn. Heather can be the first one to attest to this. I've called her in a panic numerous times. And together, we've worked through whatever crisis I was facing. I always hang up the phone feeling so much better and ready to tackle the situation head on. If you don't have that person, and you're not sitting right next to them or see them in this room, find that person, because it is so crucial to your business. I'm very careful about what I post on my on my Facebook page. If a customer sees that you've had a bad day or you have a headache, they're going to be hesitant about calling you that evening to place an order or book a party with you. They're not going to want to bother you, and they may end up forgetting about it altogether or finding another consultant. I tell my team to be very careful about what you say to your spouse and your family members about your business, because they are the ones that ultimately support you. If you're constantly complaining about having to pack orders for a party, or that shipping is slow, or that you can't get a party, or you're struggling finding recruits, it's going to be hard to get their support the next time you want to spend a weekend away doing an event, or taking time away from family time on a Saturday to come to a school conference. I like this quote or saying that I'm sure many of you have seen on the internet or in your children's school. Before you speak or post or tweet or Instagram or whatever you do, think. Is it true? Is it helpful? Is it inspiring? Is it necessary? Is it kind? Because if it's not, you have no business putting it out there for the world to see. I know we've experienced this today, and you've heard it before about drinking the purple Kool-Aid, and we know what it means. Show your Scentsy spirit. Embrace the Scentsy values of simplicity, authenticity, and generosity. Try going an entire day without complaining and see how much it changes your life. My husband and I received the book, The 5 Love Languages, for our wedding. I was able to apply what I learned in that book, not only to my relationship with my husband, but to other relationships in my life, including my Scentsy family business, my teammates, and my customers. If you haven't read that book, I highly suggest it. It's by Gary Chapman. In essence, it's a book that talks about 5 love languages, and each person responds to one of them. The first love language is words of affirmation. So this would be the shout-outs that we learned in Ann Gunner's breakout. Congratulating a team member, saying, hey, you were #1 in sales last month. Keep up the great work. Or for a customer, thank you so much for your order. You are one of my best customers, and you have the best taste and sense. The second love language is quality time. This one really hit home with me when we stopped doing our monthly team meetings. We figured that since it was just the same handful of people coming every month, that it wasn't really worth it. After a few months, Heather and I got together and we were chatting, and I was like, you know what, I don't really feel connected to our team anymore. And she's like, yeah, I don't either. We knew that other people felt the same way. Since then, we've been doing our monthly team meetings. We just had our holiday party, and we had so much fun. I absolutely love spending time with my team. And I really believe that the more quality time you spend with your team and the more connected you are, the stronger and more successful you will be as a team. The third love language is receiving gifts. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean a big gift, just a small token of appreciation. I still have the little magnet that Sheila Peters made those of us on our team that went to reunion in Indy. I keep every single postcard of congratulations that Heather sends. And I'm so proud of every single charm on this charm bracelet. I know a lot of you feel the same way about your own. When I look at this bracelet, I think of all the hard work and dedication that I've put into my business. I know that those with this love language really feel special when they get these gifts, and it really makes them feel important and appreciated. The fourth love language is acts of service. So this would be the customer that really appreciates the fact that you always drop their order off to their front door instead of making them pay for shipping or meet you halfway or pick it up from your house. Going the extra mile, literally, really makes a big difference for people with this love language. The fifth love language is physical touch. So a hug or a high five to congratulate a team member, or a handshake to thank a customer for their order. It's been really fun trying to figure out which love language it is that my team members respond to and my customers respond to. I figured out a few, but I'm still doing the trial and error with some of the other ones. I truly believe that how much you love what you do is what makes your customers want to buy from you. And this passion is what makes recruits want to sign up and start their own business, not just the amazing products we all represent. If you show a passion for something, you will automatically draw others in. But if you're constantly nagging and complaining, you will push potential customers, hosts, and recruits away. If you shine your light for others, many will shine their light back. So apply what you've learned today from the amazing trainers and use the motivation and inspiration to propel you through an amazing spring and summer selling season. Thank you all so much for listening today. Have a great day.
Woohoo.